Hitesh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you.
Um, Great company, Vectra. Um, you're the founder. What we want to learn from people like you is, since this is a conference where we have the technologists, the engineers, and the entrepreneurs coming together, and then we can't forget the investors. One of them was on your panel as well. It's an amalgamation of all these things. But as an entrepreneur, when you look at it, I'm trying to draw some nuggets out of you. Okay, it's a very opportune time. AI is pretty much horizontal. Right? Then we have to figure out which vertical we want to take it to, and then find our niche in our areas and try to see whether there is real value that we can bring to our market and potential customers. So some nuggets of starting a startup.
Yeah, look, I think it starts with, here's a logical thing. It starts with having a big idea, logically, right? You want to go and find a way to make a material impact on something very, very significant. And, a lot of folks sometimes get into this thing with the idea of, hey, I should run a company, or I want to make a lot of money. And, wouldn't that be, and those tend to be the wrong reasons to do it. Are you passionate about something significant? And like in our case, I have a computer science background, and I've always been fascinated with AI. But when I was doing computer science in college, AI was this esoteric thing that nobody thought it was going to have practical value. But if you are kind of science fiction oriented, which I am, I just had this visceral thing that wouldn't it be cool to go and really explore where this can take us? And so when the opportunity presented itself about 12 years ago now, right, to take AI and intersect it with security, and for me, and this is the vision for the company, which is to make the world a safer and fairer place. So there's a larger purpose as to why we exist, which is you want to leave a positive mark in the universe. Make a lot of money along the way? Sure. Right. Build a company that's dramatically successful? Sure. But the larger vision here is really what drives us, and that's what I would encourage people to think about.
So that's a very unique thing in Silicon Valley, and I'm a very big proponent of Silicon Valley's culture, and people don't think it, people think it's otherwise, is that the opportunity for you to really dream big, find a purpose, and drive that purpose and build a company, not the other way around. But when youngsters start this, the avarice is what comes into play first, because money is the objective. And most successful, I would say 99.9% entrepreneurs who were successful that I have interviewed over the years, every single one of them told me money was not the driving factor behind that. So it is the truth. What I wanted to learn and then relay your message to the younger entrepreneurs is, the vision has to be bigger, but then the responsibility also has to be equally bigger to make a difference in the lives of people that you're addressing the market.
Yeah, and I think if you've got the right vision to make an impact on your community and the country and the universe at large, that will also help you attract the right kind of people. We have found through experience now that this larger purpose allows us to hire really great people and retain them. Because in any company's journey, you're going to go through ups and downs. But the thing that can be really enduring is the purpose as to why you exist. That also contributes to the culture of the company you're building, right? So if, again, coming back to the point we discussed, if you are going to get motivated by, I want a quick exit, right? I'm from IIT, which everybody here, most of the people here are. My peers are all doing a startup, so I'll be left out if I don't do one. So let me just do one. Those are going to be the wrong reasons as to why you're going to pursue this.
Let's focus a little bit on technology and your company now and what you're trying to address.
Look, we started as a AI company 12 years ago with the mission to help customers detect and respond to cyber attacks. So if I fast forward to today to where we are, we have built an AI platform that helps customers do detection and response. We think about this in the context of attack surfaces in the enterprise. On day zero of the company, we are completely focused on the network. Today, we cover the network, public cloud, identity, SaaS applications. The fifth attack surface is endpoint. We don't do endpoint, but we have a very tight partnership with people like CrowdStrike and Microsoft. And then lastly, as of this year, we now talk about AI itself as an attack surface to address which we are.
Finally, then, some thoughts on the conference and the IITians, and they're coming together to put a great event, but also to put a great network together.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I think this is the average IQ in the room is off the charts. So you got a bunch of people who are super bright, and they can really do dramatic things in the business. And I think the fact that this group gets together, and I got here and just walking around a little bit, I could see the different campuses from Bombay to Madras and all that, and the passion, the energy, the camaraderie, that is very infectious. It's very infectious, and so for me, one of the reasons I came here, and I made it clear when I was sitting up there, I said, I'm recruiting. Like, I've got some of the best talent sitting in the room right here, right? I would happily take anybody out of this room here, and because I have an incredible amount of respect for the folks who come out of IIT. I think a lot of great businesses are going to be born here, really, and I think if they can get the right support, and they have to be humble enough to seek that, they can do amazing things.
Thank you for the inspiration and the support. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Thank you.